Hello, welcome to the class. Um, so first open up Android Studio, new project. Here we choose this one. Why we choose this one? Because this one has the language Java. If we go to like this one for example, doesn't have the language for some reason. I don't know why. Anyways, we choose this one. And then we give a name. Android. Private class. Oh, not private. Secret class. Give package name. Give blah blah blah. Java. Minimum SDK. SDK just means like what devices supports it. It supports. The lower it is. Anyways, just forget about this. Forget about this. Just know the lower it is, the higher number of devices it supports. If you go to max, it only supports 4% of the devices. If you go to da, it's 99, okay? And I choose this one because like 99.9 is basically 100. Here we choose Groovy. Why Groovy? Because the other ones use Kotlin. This one, yeah, we use Java, not Kotlin. So we use Groovy. Boom. And I wait for this to end. For Android Studio, we will have to wait for this thingy a lot here. Perfect, it's done. So, when we create a project, we have a main activity, and an activity is like a page in an app. So like this could be like the home page. Then we could have like a store page if it's like a gacha game, right? We would have a store activity where we would yeah, do the store stuff. But for now, we're in the home page, and this is the back end of the page. For the front end, we have this thingy that's auto generated. This one chooses which UI it connects to. So when we click on it, we get this file, which belongs in here. So this is the front end of the page. So again, we have the back end with this thingy. It connects to the front end here. Yeah, because this one's activity main, and the file name here is activity main. So it connects to this one. So low key, this is kind of like Java, not like Java. This is low key like HTML. So every front end thingy, every view, every layout, we have a root layout. And there's two kinds you need to know, I'm pretty sure. There's a constraint layout. There's also the linear. It doesn't work. It's either this one or test. Or this one. Great. Great. Great, 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 great. Great, 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 great. Either this one or this one. And they both do the same thing. They're the root element of the front end. So they're kind of like the parent div, you know, like in HTML. But they just function differently. So for constraint layout, we have this text view in the middle, which is, you know, just a text, hello world. And the text view is an element. In each element, it has each element is like a box, right? And then we have the top here, bottom here, start here, and end here. Yeah. So the way constraint layout works is if we have two text views, they're two, but there only shows one here. It's because they're both on top of each other. Why? Because this is what determines where it is placed. Okay, take this out. So this determines where it is placed. And here, if we erase everything, the thing becomes red. Why? Because in the constraint layout, we always need at least a vertical constraint and a vertical like bottom or top, and a horizontal one like end or start. So if we just take out these two, we have a vertical and a thingy, you know, and a horizontal. So now it works. So also another thing, in Android, in math usually 0, 0 is here, like the vector position, but in Android it starts like here. 0, 0 is here, and here would be the X, here would be the Y, you know, so it would go up and down. Yeah. So take out these two. So by default it is in the top right, because top left, because it's at 0, 0. And so constraints layouts, it has constraints which determine blah blah blah, yeah. So what this does is we look at the bottom of the element, which is, you know, is here, and we look at, and this one shows where we want to put it at. Okay, so if we want to put the bottom of it at the top, before that, so this is what this is saying is we take the bottom of this thingy and we put it at the bottom of the parent, and the parent is the parent element, which is this one, right? This one. And when you click on it, when you click on the parent element, it shows here like the white thingy. It shows the size of the element. So the bottom of the parent is here. Therefore, if we put the constraint bottom to be the bottom of this, it will be at the bottom. Okay. If we put this and say put the top, our thingy disappears, because the bottom of our element will be the top of, you know, will be at the top of the parent. So it's cooked here, right? And so if we just put the top to the top, it's back to 0, 0, which is fine. And also, if we do something like this, where we have two constraints that acts that there's two vertical constraints, top and bottom. We can't have like the top reach the top and the bottom reach the bottom, right? So just do it'll just go to the middle, you know. It will just go between, it will just go between these two. Same concept with start and end. You can have start, so this will be start. The same thing, it's already here, but you could put it at end, and it will start at the end of the parent, which is here, so it'll just disappear again. Because now it's off the screen. But yeah, you know. I believe you know. That's why at the start it's in the middle. Because it's, yeah, we have these to center it vertically and these two to center it horizontally. So that's for parent. Again, if we copy it, paste it again, same thing. It's only one because it's on top of each other because yeah, same one. What we can do to put like the second one at the under the first one is we take the top and we choose the bottom of the first one. How does it know which one's the? How does it know? Because like parent is like parent, you know. How to know? How to know? How to get the bottom of this one? We need to add ID to this one. So this one will be text1. And here we can do constraint top, bottom of text1. And now it is here because it's between these two now. If you want it directly under it, you just take out the bottom here. And that's there, and now it's under it. Okay. If you want it on the right of it, you just take out the, you just do the start is equal to end of, not parent, of this thing again, text1. You take out this. Now it's also on the right of it. So that's how the constraints work. So this is like the harder version of the between the constraint layout and the linear layout. This one's the harder one because we have to control which one exactly, you know. We have to control the position of each one. Oh, and also they're both hello world. We just change the name here. Easy. Hello, Andrew. What else is missing? No, that's all. So you could have like, let's say you want something on top of this, you would just make another text view, copy paste. And here we would want, what would you want? You would want the bottom of this one to be on top of the middle one, right? So we would just do construct top to bottom of, no, bottom is equal to top of here. Take out this, and yeah, they're both red because, yeah, only one IDs can be unique only. Can have two of the same IDs. And that's how we control the positions. So the pros of using this layout is it's easy to specifically like you know, exactly where to put the things. Because like if you want to put one on top of the other, kind of, you can also add like margins. Margin top 10 dp. What did that do? That didn't do anything. Oh, I guess that doesn't work. Yeah, so you can position like this exactly here, you know. So that's the pro of it. The con, you have to write all of these. So move on to the next one. Linear layout. This is the one we're gonna use for. We did this for all of our assignments. It's just easier. Let me see what Discord message is. Okay, so go with linear layout. If we want, so here we have three on top of each other by doing, let me just copy this, by doing this. We have three on top of each other, which is good. But to do this, we had to do this, we had to do this, right? For linear layout, we just copy these three. We take out the constraints because we're not in constraint layout anymore. And now they're next to each other, but we can add at the top, we can add orientation to be vertical. And now we have this, which is the same as here. And we can add gravity for the center. And now it's actually the same. Except this time there's no layouts, there's no constraints, I mean. So it's just simpler, a lot easier. Orientation, we can choose the direction. Horizontal would look like this, vertical would look like this, you know? Makes sense? Gravity is just, it's like text align in CSS, you know? You can have center, you can put everything on the right, you can put everything on the bottom. You can put it at the right and the bottom at the same time. I guess not, I guess not, I guess not, I guess not. My fault, my fault. Really? Oh, there we can. So you can do this. But most of the time we want to use the center. So we have this. And we just put, you just copy paste these, put it here. So this is easy, right? Take out the IDs. And the cool thing with linear layout, so this is just easier because no constraints. But the bad part is you can't specifically choose where the thingies go. You can't have this exactly here, unless you do some extra stuff. In which case you would use, yeah. This one is just, for a grid it's easier. And for layouts, this is a div, right? So you can have nested divs, same thing with layouts. So you could have another linear layout. Match parent, match parent. I have all of this in here. So by default, they're all here because by default it's horizontal. We put it back to vertical. Orientation. Vertical. And now they're back here, even though gravity is center. It's because this puts this thing in the center. Just a linear layout, not everything inside it. And this this takes up the whole space again. I can see from the white outline. Since it takes up the whole thing, it basically, you know, yeah. So what? So the reason why it takes up the whole screen is because the width, we match it to the parent, which is this, and this will always be the whole screen. So we match it to the parent, so this one is the whole screen, therefore this one is the whole screen. If we change it to, what is it, raw content, this, the width will not be equal to the width of the content, you know? So now, if we click on it, the outline is just, yeah, it's just this. That's why it's in the middle now. It's because before, since it's the whole thing, it's already in the middle, you know. Just like this. Yeah. So I wanted to show you the nested loops, not nested loops, but nested layouts. Take out 3 of them, put it here. Looks the same. But change it to horizontal. Now it looks the same as before because they're both vertical. We change that to horizontal, and then it looks like this, you know. So we can do the same thing for this one actually. Oh my god, ugly. So we can have yeah, nested layouts. So now you have two layouts inside of thingy. Yeah. It looks weird because somehow we added margin top. Don't need these. Anyways, okay. So that's basically for layouts. You can add margins. Margins to separate the layouts. In here we use DP, not pixels. We always use DP except for text view. For text view, specifically for the size, we use SP. What does it mean? I don't know. You have to search. So if put like 26 to make it more. Yeah, so DP for everything else, SP for the text size. You can add margin top, you can add margin left, you know. Make it more exaggerated. And you have this. So that's it for the front end. No, that's not it for the front end. So here I have Hello Andrea. But let's say you want to make an app that supports both English and French. You would need bonjour Andrew, you know. And you can have both here. So the way to do it is in values. We have a list of strings. Right now we only have one. But we can add a new one. Name it hello. Put hello Andrew here. And go here. And instead of hello Andrew, we put at string hello. It will show hello Andrew here. Okay. Hello comes from hello here. So this is for English. By default it's English. If we want to add a French, we need to go in project here. This is the bad way, I don't know. You might have to find out the better way to do it. But this is the way I do it. Go here. Oh yeah, so I went to, before we were in Android, I went to project so that the Explorer looks different. So here you see how you have values and values night. This is for night team. But now we'll add another values called values fr. Oh, what the? Not this. We want it in res. Values fr. And here we add a new strings XML. And we copy our strings in here. We keep the name, but here we'll change it to the French. So we'll have bonjour Sean. Actually, bonjour Baptiste. And now this will either be hello Andrew or hello bonjour Baptiste, depending on the language of the device. Yeah, and that's because if it's French, it'll search for the FR. If you want, I don't know, you know, like Viet, it will we will make like values dash VR, not VR, VN. That's it for now. 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 All right. So for the backend, let's say you want to make a simple calculator. So again, here we're using ActiveAnyMain, so let's just use ActiveAnyMain again. Let's say we have let's say we have 10 plus 5. How do you get, and let's say we want to put it in result here. So, what the, oh, because of this. Oh, this stupid constraint thing. I'll just copy this. Let's take out there. We don't have, so we have 5 plus 10 and we have result. So how do we get the 5? How do we get the 10? And how do we put in result? It's kind of JavaScript. First, we add the ID of each text view. So ID. Let's just put text1. Here we can skip this, is a plus, this is useless. We'll add text2 and we'll add text result. So if we go to here, we would do the get element by ID thingy from JavaScript. So we have a text view. So we put text view here. Text view text1 is equal to find data or data text1. Import. Same thing for text2. Same thing for result. Why do these have errors? No, should be good. This should disappear soon, hopefully. What now? What now? So we want to get 5 and 10 and add them together, put them in the result. So text1, get text. We get the thingy. We get car sequence. I have no clue what this is, but this is bad because we want to add the number, so just have to turn it to an integer. So we'll just go to ChatGPT Android Studio Java. How to parse text view contents into integer. Perfect. So you take this, put our thing. We have this text one here. This. Alright, we'll need this, not this. So we have the text, parse it into. Oh, we have text already. Ooh, Shiba. Text, whatever. Text, value. So now we have the 5. You want the 10 as well. So we do the same thing for the text 2. Value 2. Obviously you want better names. I just do it to be fast. And now you add them together. So you have int result is equal to value plus value 2. And then you want to put it in text result. So we do text result, set text result to string. There's still to string. Great. So we look, convert int to string. String value of great. Okay. So now this should work. So now text result, which is this one, the text will turn into the result. Instead of being the text result, it will turn to the actual result. Now we want to add a button so that, to actually add them. So let's add a button. Let's put it under this. So we want to put it out of the linear layout. This is horizontal. Let's put it out of it. So, one thing you can do, we can go to design. And it has all the tags for us already, so we can just slide it in. Now with the button, let's put calculate button. It's kind of like JavaScript as well. You get the button, calculate button, import. Did I do right? Got the button, got the button. Now I need to add an event listener to this. Set event listener on quick listener, I mean. I don't know how to do this. Set, not this, not this. Set on quick listener to button. Perfect. So do this. Import. Now we want to put here in here. Yeah. Oh, this is not bad. Okay, perfect. Why is it still red? Text 2. No, it's fine. Just trust yourself. So this is good. Now we're ready to run it. To run it, we need an emulator. Hopefully you have one by default. If you don't, we can make a new one together. So create device. Doesn't really matter which one you choose. Let's just choose Pixel Is there Pixel 9? Where is it? This is Pixel XL. This you have to download if you don't have it yet. Doesn't matter. One of the 30s. I'll just tiramisu because tiramisu. Anyways, finish. And then here we have choose the one you created and play. I have no clue why this is red. How long is the thing so far? Doesn't say. Oh, it says here, 36 minutes. Oh! There's actually an issue. Oh, they're both text too. Silly me, silly me. Text to string, whatever. It's already running. So if we go to running devices here, it should already, oh, it's opening. We can do this too. It is too slow for me. We kill it. And we run it again. Oh, there we go. So now we click on calculate. 15. Bang. Just like that. Just like that. Yeah. One thing to know is if we go back to D, open this, you'll see, come on. Oh, there we go. You'll see our secret class name, like our app. And the reason why it's secret class and this logo is because in manifest, this is where we have like the settings of the app. It's called secret class because the label is secret class here. And it looks like the robot thingy because of these two. You see this little icon? You can click on it to see it in our, where is this at? In our folders. There's the icon and the round icon. It's because depending on the device, it's either going to be a square icon or a round icon, and depending on which one, it uses whichever, you know. So if we change this from app name, which is, you know, secret class, we change it to secret class Golden Manhwa, and we click play. Then we close this thing. Oh, it's too long. Oh my god, it's too long. But the name would change, you know. The name would change. Same thing with the icon. If we just put another picture in here, like oh, like if we put this picture in here, oh, rename it to something different. Colin. And in here, instead of IC blah blah blah, we put colon. Yeah, how come it's red? So there's multiple bitmaps folders. It's because depending on the size of the device, it uses the one that fits it, you know? This one's like the more bigger one, this one is a smaller one. This one's for any. That's why I choose this one. So these are specifically icons, whereas drawable are for images in the app. If you want to put like waifu pictures in here, this is where you would put it in. I have no clue what this is red, but let's run it. Oh, so you can see it's calling now. All right, so that's it for the Android manifest. So what now? All right, next thing is switching pages. Let's say you want to click a button, it goes to another page. You want to go to the store to make some pulls, you know, for the gacha game. You would go to you make a new activity first, because we have one already, right? Let me close everything. So an activity is a new page. So if we want a new page, we need a new activity, and every activity will need this. We'll need this and the onCreate. What onCreate does is what it does is when we get into a page, it does everything in here first, you know. So I guess I should show you. Android lifecycle. So when we open a page, there's like different statuses of the page. When you create a page, it does something. When you start the page, it does something. Resume the page. You pause the page. You unstop it, you know. And when you quit the page, it does it calls on destroy. Usually, not usually, but built-in wise, they do nothing. But we can override these so that when we do create something, when we do create the page, or when we get rid of the page, something happens. That's why we always override create, because, you know, we're gonna put our own logic into the page when it activates. So the new page, we don't need this. We have the new page. Now we need a new view, because this view, it connects to the main one. So we need a new page for this one. So we will go to layout, SM2E-test, and we'll write a new page called activity store. For this one, we will, one thing actually. We start. When you create a new layout, activity store, you can choose a root element. So here we'll choose linear, because again, it's much simpler. And let's do something cool with that. Let's put background. And it will be, of course, Colin. So, and here we'll add a new button called next page. You know what to do, right? You made a new page, new button, you call it next button. New page. Again, for these, for a real app, you would have to go to the string XML to make the French version. Make the French version. New page, you would go again. These are big because the width is match parent, which is the whole thing. You put the web content, it will be the size of the so you go to the main activity, you add a new button, next button. Copy this, copy this, copy this. Why is this red? Why is this red? Next button, next button, this is red. Next button. So here, how to go to the next page? Well, ask ChatGPT. How to go to new activity? Perfect. The intent is like the instructions to give to the app. So we're basically telling the app, go from this page to this page. Here we want it to be store activity. Since that's what we named our thingy. So we go from this page to this page, and then we activate. Yeah, we start the activity. And so we need this. We connect it to the activity store, and we're good to go. So let's try once again the thing. Next page, and it crashed. Why? Because I forgot something. Whenever you create a new activity, in the settings, you need to add it in the settings. We don't need this. This is only for the main activity for the home page, because this basically shows which activity it opens when we first open the app. Yeah. Here instead of main activity, we call it store, and now we run it again. Boom. All right. Why is it this ugly? Maybe it's because we put it in the bitmap folder, which is meant for icons. Maybe if we put it in drawable, it would look better. So let's put in. So just put it in drawable. So I have to change these. Drawable. Oh, yikes. Where else did I put it at? I put it here. Alright, let's try again. Oh, it looks already better. There we go. Handsome man, handsome man. So that's how we start a new activity. You make a new one, you make an intent, and boom. And now let's say you have 5 plus 10. You wanna send the result of this to the new page, so that when you click on new page, it will show a 15 here. Like it will show the result of 5 plus 10 here. How to do that? First we need a text view to show the result. I'll just copy it from here. Text result 2. Because we can't have the same ID. Even if they're different files, they can't have the same ID. So total will be text result 2. Here it's in here. We want to put it in the middle, so we do Android gravity center. Oh, one thing. Okay, actually, here it looks weird. I mean, it doesn't look weird, but let's make the text more noticeable. First, we add the size. Then we can change the color, right? White. Perfect. This will be the result. Here it's red because we have to close the thingy. So we'll show the 15 here. What do I want to say? So, how to pass the data from this to here? Ask ChatGPT. How to pass data through intent. Copy this. Put it in here. Let's compare. So this we have. So we need to add this. That's what it does. This is a key value pair. So we give it a name. We call it text, we call it result. And we give the value of it. So the value of it will be this. So we just copy the logic, put it here. And result will be here. You can pass different data types. So you can either be a string or int. Yeah, you can pass different. So we want to pass the int, so result. So this is good. Now we need to get it. So in here, we want this thing to fetch it. Import get string. Nope, we want the integer. This will be the name of the key as its result. So put result here, int. Validate if no value found. I guess you can put a default value, but for us it doesn't matter. I mean, let's just add 0, I guess. And now we add the result into our text view. So first we get the ID of the result. Of the text view. And then we set the text to the result. String.value of. Cool. So we try again. Five plus 10, new page, 15. How long are we in? Almost an hour. What else should I show you? Alright. Because for our assignment... Oh, this is bad. You saw my thingies. Let's see if there's anything bad. How to mapo tofu rockaberry veg. No, it's fine. No leaks. How about this one? Praise episode some horny stuff. We're fine. Okay, so our assignment, right? The assignment, just to practice, we'll do it. Yeah, we'll just do it quickly together. So this is the main page. So let's do, yeah, let's just do it. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. What did I do? Please don't look at my stuff, yeah? So let's copy this UI first. So here we see there's four stuff. There's this. They're one on top of each other. So we will use a linear vertical so that we're either on top of each other, yeah? We don't need a nested thingy. First thing is a button at the top. To do that, well, it's at the top, so I guess we... Alright, let's center these thingies and put this at the top, okay? So to do that, we can't have this here because... Or else this can't be at the top. So now this one will be the button. Wrap content. This is the settings button, so call it settings. Settings here. So I showed you how in there's gravity to put things centered. This affects the children. For it to affect the element itself, it's layout gravity. And here we put it to the right. Yeah, so this will be this. And now we can do this part. This part, we can just recreate the linear layout. And why we recreate it? We recreate it because, one sec. We recreate it because we want the gravity to be centered this time. So we put this inside, and that's gonna be centered. Oh, this should be match parent. My fault. Okay. Ooh. No, it's not technically centered because this is here. Oh. Yeah. Wait, hold the line, hold the line real quick. Oh, wait. Oh. Hop. This cannot be centered, man. This cannot be it. How the fuck do we put this in the top? How the fuck do we put this at the top? I don't know. Where was I going? Let's pretend this is centered, yeah? So in our linear, we have a text view, an image view, and then another text view. So let's do that. Actually, let's just do it through here. We want, take this out. Actually, no, keep it. We want a text view, then we want an image view. Let's put Colin again. Oh, his guy's huge. And put text view again. So now, and now we can get rid of the button. Oh, not this one, wrong one, this one. So this one will be, we don't need the ID, who cares about ID? This one will be Demon Slayer, and this one will be Sacred Class. And since it's a paragraph, we'll just do this for now. So, now this one should be centered. How do we do this? How do we do this? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Center? No. Center vertical, horizontal. How do you put this in a thingy? How do you put this in a thingy? Oh, we don't want this to be match parent. I'm pretty sure we want it to be raw content. And then this will also be raw content. And then center. And then shit, but how do we put it as a center? Shit. Is there not a text align? Oh, is it this? Oh, it's just this. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm dumb. So that resolves that. And then we need this. So they're close to the sides, just put margins to it. Android margin left. 20dp. Same thing for right. 20dp. Let's put some pics at the top as well. 20dp. And I might as well put some here as well. Bottom. Oh, what the fuck? Where? Bottom. 10dp. So, and here we can change the size and height of the image. We can put 200dp to 300. Oh yeah, you handsome boy. So we can have this. On to the next page. So they want us to make a thingy where we click on the settings page, we go to here. Okay, so let's do that. How long is the texture so far? 1 minute. 1 hour, I mean. That's fine. Alright. So let's, since we changed a lot, let's change the back end again. Wow. What ID do we need? We need the ID of the settings button. That's all. Settings button. Get rid of the rest. We don't send anything yet, so we have store activity. Let's pretend it's settings activity. Here we want setting, but we'll just put store for now. So we're not setting anything, so we don't need this either. So what the settings page needs is these thingies. So this is another linear layout. We have 3 elements, one on top of each other. So let's add a linear and then 2 horizontal ones for the shaders. So to do that, we don't need this as well. We can keep the background since it's nice. So we want, this is centered already, which is good. So first we want a linear layout, and a button. So linear layout. Let's do web content. This one will be horizontal because this one's horizontal. Same thing for the other one. And then a button. Text. Confirm. Cool. So now we want, so each row here has a text view and then a spinner, what we call a spinner, which is like a select thingy in HTML. So we add a text view, content, text, background. We'll put it white so that we can see. White. And then we have the spinner. Is this how we do a spinner? Let me see how we do a spinner real quick. Not here. Dang it. Not here either. Here. How to use spinner. Okay, so we do it like this. Oh yeah, notice how the closing tags is just one thingy, whereas for layouts we have to do a actual closing tag. Okay. Let's click my spinner. It's only spinner 1. I should just click background spinner. So first we define the thingies in the backend. For our thing, what do they want? They want default, warm, cold, horror. Let's see. For teams. Okay. I mean, 4 backgrounds will be light, warm, dark, cooling, dark. And then do you want what else? Text color to be dark or light. It's the same. Text colors, light and dark. All right. Next. Do this thingy. here can be either here or here. I just put it here for no reason actually. Spinner, background spinner, and then we put our thing. Let's not do that. Then we put our backgrounds in here. This is built in, so it's just whatever. This is just how the select will look. And then we do this. This is also default, so everything here is good. Just call it background spinner. Same here, background adapter. Now we need a listener for the whenever we select a theme, we have to do something with it. Adapter, import. So this selects the thingy. This nothing. Okay, so what happens when we select? So when you click on confirm, it goes back to the main page with the updated stuff. So how to do that? ChatGPT. How to choose a theme from a spinner. Then go to previous activity and change the theme. Do I have a button yet? I do have the button already. Okay, good. So let's call it confirm button. Oh, this means there's already one in the previous page. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, never mind. Oh, never mind. Okay, that's good. So we get the button as well. What did I call it? Confirm button. Hello. What the Sigma? And then okay, so when I just release this. When they select a new theme. Oh no, this one we click on it. When we click on it. When we click on it, what happens? We get the selected item from the spinner, gotcha, select the theme, and also we don't need the listener for the spinner since we just do the thing when we click on the button. Okay, so it seems like we can pass data from one activity to another, and we can also one thing. So when you go from one activity to another, it starts an activity. So like it creates an activity, but it's still, the old one still exists. So like you have activity 1, and then you have activity 2 like on top of it, you know. And the main issue with this is if you keep on switching pages, you'll have activity 3, activity 4, and these activities will still exist. So it's like a memory issue. That's why when you want to go back to a previous activity, instead of creating a new activity, you just kill the current one. That's why we have finish instead of creating another activity. Because what finish does is it just kills the current activity and will go to it will kill this one and go to this one, you know. Yeah, you know, I know you know. So where are we? We're here. Theme, select the theme, result. Okay. And then so when we click on confirm, we get the theme selected here, and we give it to the intent, and then we kill the activity, and then we go back to the main activity. So that's done. How do we use the theme to change the theme, you know? How do we get the theme back? That's through this. What this does is whenever we go back to this page, whenever we go back to this activity, this thing happens. And yeah, we call this thingy. And here we set the result to be result OK, which is a value of -1 and some data. So result code will be -1. Oh, it's here actually. And the data will be the intent. Will be this, you know. So we get the data. This is optional. This saves it in memory like cookies. And then we apply the theme. How to apply the theme? Wait, what the? I'm done. I'm too tired, bro.